There you go. Well, hope you did all right on that. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up a little bit. I'll reteach the type 4 and type 5. Type 5 takes, remember in 10th grade, it took 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes to teach type 5. I'm not worried about type 5. Type 4, it takes about 5 minutes to teach that. So I'll try to teach this a little bit, and we'll reteach it tomorrow, and then we'll practice. All we'll do is practice writing formulas and naming compounds tomorrow, and that should wrap it up before we have our test on Friday. All right, don't forget on Friday that you have to make a plan. Some of you will need more time. So, many of you finished last time in the regular 45 minutes. A lot of you did not. Some of you felt more comfortable coming in, and I just want to take some of the pressure off. I'd like to do that for you. So your class's last period of the day on Friday, you can certainly stay at the end if you want. If you're able to stay, you can do that. If you want to come in the morning and start the test, or at lunch and start the test, you have to tell me ahead of time. Say, I'm coming in at lunch for a little bit, and then I'll finish it during class. Anyway, I'm going to give you the time that you need. It's just that some of you need a little bit more time. How about that? All right. So let's go down to, I only have about 4 minutes now. So let's go to, lost my camera. Let's go to type 4. Type 4 is naming acids, and here's the good part about naming acids. You can build a little dichotomous key, a little thing in your brain. It looks like this, and no one ever taught this to me, and I'm not sure why, but there truly is a pattern to naming acids. First of all, how do you know if it is an acid? Well, the compound's going to start with the star of the show. Until we get to another chapter, what you think acids are compounds. When you put them in water, they give off a hydrogen ion. So if they produce hydrogen ions in water, that means aqueous solution, then they're acids. So that's why they all start with H, because that's the star of the show. The only compounds I know of that start with H that are not really acids are water and hydrogen peroxide. Okay? Except for those, if it starts with an H, it's going to be an acid. All right. Now, so here's your brain. Your brain goes like this. All right, all acids. So I think about the ones that have the hydrogen ion in it, okay? Now, some acids have no oxygen in it. No oxygen. And so what I do is I think of this example. This is my example for all of those kind of acids. If you have an acid that has no oxygen in it, everybody in the world is supposed to know the name of that. Do you know the name of this one? Hydrochloric. The most famous acid in the world. It's in your stomach. Hydrochloric acid. Okay, now, so let's look over here. What would this be called? Hey, you're an acid and you don't have oxygen. Hydrobromic, hydroiodic, hydrosulfuric, and hydrofluoric. I think I can do that. See that? Here's a hard one. What's that? That's it. See that? It has to start with hydro. It has to end in ic. So you get a high five like that. That is good. All right, so that's a hard one. That's a hard one. But see, that's my model. If I think I can remember hydrochloric acid, can I? That's my model for all the acids that don't have oxygen. That's the easy part. Let's go to the next one. We have oxyacids. Those are the ones that do have oxygen. The good news for you, the ones that do contain oxygen, it's in a polyatomic ion. Bad news for some of you, you don't know your polyatomic ions. If you don't know your polyatomic ions, you're going to have trouble with acids. But you know what? You can fix that. So let's go over here. Here are my two examples for oxyacids. They both have oxygen. They both start with hydrogen. They are acids. So watch. The key is, what is the name of the polyatomic ion? If the polyatomic ion ends in 8, then it becomes the ic acid. There's no hydro. No. Hydro is only used right there. You get that? So this is simply nitric acid. Now what about his lesser-known cousin, the nitrite ion? What acid can he make?
Nitrous.
Nitrous. See? Nitrous. Now, nitric acid is the famous 8, isn't it? If you now, so let's pick one. I'll turn the page here, and you'll see it's not that bad.
How does cyanide work? It's not an 8.
Well, cyanide doesn't have an 8. I mean, but cyanide has no oxygen in it. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, gotcha.
All right, take a look at these right here. Ready? You see this, and I know that that's nitrate, so it becomes nitric acid. That's nitrite, that becomes nitrous. Look at this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Look right here. What's the name of this polyatomic ion?
Acetate.
Acetate. So it becomes what?
Acidic.
Acetic acid. This is what? Carbon, help me. Carbonate. So it becomes what? Carbonic acid. All right, let's try one. Let's do this one. What's the name? It has oxygen in it. It's an acid. And what's the name of this guy?
Phosphate.
Phosphite. So he has to become phosphorus acid. How about this one? All right, here's an acid. It has oxygen. What's the name of the polyatomic ion? Sulfite. So what kind of acid is it? Sulfurous acid. Yes? What do you think? So that's not too bad, is it? And now, and I'll reteach this tomorrow. Type 5. Type 5 is the only time I'm going to look at subscripts and name them. You get that? It's the only time. And it's for binary. For the first time ever, I'm not going to say the word that's ionic. For the first time, these are not made of ions. What is it? So that means that they're covalently bonded, aren't they? They're not ions next to each other. So what you do is you have nonmetal and nonmetals. You have nonmetal, nonmetal. Now all you have to do is learn these, right? It is in a row, the monorail has one track. Di and bi both have 2 letters. Di means bi, milk means 2. Tricycles have 3. Tetra, in the game Tetris, you have 4 blocks. Tetra means 4. Penta 5, pentagon, hexagon 6, hepta 7, octa 8, nona 9, deca 10. So all I have to do is take 2 nonmetals, like this. There we go. And now, for the first time, you look at the subscripts. Ready? How many nitrogens? Dinitrogen. Tri, and it's binary, so you have to end in IDE, don't you? Dinitrogen, trioxide. Okay, do another one. Now, if there's only one of the first element like that, you don't say mono here. Okay, you say nitrogen, and instead of saying monoxide, what do you say? Monoxide. All right, let's try another one. How about this one right here? What's this one? And don't say sulfite. You know why it's not sulfite? It has no charge. Oh, so it must be a binary compound with 2 nonmetals. What is this, real quickly? Sulfur, trioxide. Okay, we need to go. All right, hey, we'll redo this lesson tomorrow, and we'll practice compounds. That's what we're gonna do. Practice compounds.
No, he was just sitting on one of the picnic tables and the whole team had left, so I'm just... They like... They're like, oh, wait, okay,
So do I get, so is there partial correct? Because I knew like the formula, but then I didn't know the name.
I'll think about it. Oh, that's mine. This is not mine. That might be Brittany
I don't know.
This might be Brittany West.
Okay, I'll ask her. I saw.
Yeah, I had those. I had this serial dilution and metric system.
Do you want
No,
that?
huh? What do you think?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, I was copying
Thank
so.
you. All right.
So you said Brittany.
I think so. It was on there yesterday. It was on the.